So here he's saying 96% what a 4% organization, what holds together the thing. Okay? So we have a lot of members who may not live in the temple, so we need that type of organization to hold the thing together, to actually be a movement, not just private citizens who chant Hare Krishna. A movement of private citizens who chant Hare Krishna who are also mobilized and organized. First of all, for their welfare, second, for the welfare of the world. ISKCON does not need to have a huge organization to care for all of its members. 4% will do. But it must be good, intelligent organization with adequate system as well as a structure. Structure, the way in which a thing is organized, system, a set of connected things or parts that form a whole or work together. Organization, the sum total of the system and structures. The structure of organism may be very simple, but the system, the exchanges between its constituent parts, may be relatively complex. So here he gives this cell. Structure is basically quite simple in terms of major element, those who study biology. But the system is very complex. There are many, many things. Sometimes he said that one single cell of a, say, human body is more complex than one entire city. In terms of exchanges of energy, processing, and this and that. It's very complex. But the structure is simple. ISKCON requires a system and structure wherein our members are connected by firm friendship, provided opportunities for increasing involvement, given empowerment, guidance, education, coaching, and responsibility. So we can see that a lot of these elements are present in your analysis of what's a congregational belonging, element of involvement, engagement, empowerment, education, and so on. In fact, many large organizations, especially those in which personal and spiritual growth are essential, are comprised of a large number of small groups. These groups are small enough and friendly enough that members will want to remain members of the group. Question: what size should a group be in order to optimize the feelings of friendship, to enhance productivity, and to maintain good communication? Not too small and not too big. Some examples from history. The army, organized in group of 8 or 9. I have a devotee friend. He's a mayor in the European Slovenian army. And he told me how there is an old study and they found out how the best unit, like the army is organized, the best model is a group of 12 people. We have thousands of people in the army, but down, like a commando, a group of 12, because they say 12 people are
It's called a section. Section.
Section.
And one section. And there is
also in India.
Yeah, in India.
Tell us.
He's an ex-army. So the smallest unit is called a section. They consist of 10 to 12. The section commander and assistant, 2 IC. So they're the best. They're the smallest. Even in the section there are small 3 sections, like 3. So this section is the smallest unit, and 3 sections together make a platoon. That is around 36 people, and that's they have a platoon commander. Then the higher level is 4 platoon together make a company. That comes to 120 people, and so 4 companies together, A, B, C, D, will make 1 battalion. So in this way the hierarchy goes to a brigade and the whole army. So smallest section is definitely the section.
Thank you. So even big armies, they have to organize in groups. And this devotee was explaining also that the whole thing, the psychology, how generally 12 people you find the different types of people, the leader, of course you put the leader, but different types of people which complement each other because they think in different ways and they have different strengths, so each other they complement. Moses, you know Moses from the Bible? Moses divided his followers into groups of 10. Jesus and his disciples made a group of 13. Now Jesus and the 12 apostles. Anybody was a Christian before here? You didn't have that cultural capital. Okay, let me share something. Some of you like mathematics, right? Your silence spoke volumes. Anybody likes mathematics? Okay. So I want to share a formula with you. This is basically lines of communication. You have a group of people. Any size, any type, any group of people. How you calculate the lines of communication? Oops. There is a simple formula. The number of people multiply the number of people, so the number of people squared, minus the number of people, and you get the line of communication. One example, to make it more clear for those who don't love mathematics so much, say you have a group of 5 people. How many lines of communications are there? 20. Yeah, so you make 5 into 5 minus 5. So 5 into 5, 25 minus 5 equal to 20. Is it clear to everyone how we got 20? Okay. So let's see it graphically. These are 5 people. And let's see these lines. Okay, this is one person. He has one communication line with this, one communication with this, one with this, and one with this. 4. He has a one communication line with this, with this, with this, with this. He has one communication line with this, with this, with this, with this, plus. And so on. He has one communication line with him, with him, with him, with him. And he has with him, with him, with him, and with him. Okay? So 20 lines. So what does it mean? It means that larger is the group, the lines of communication are exponentially larger. That means that the level of interaction, intimacy, and the capacity to actually have a valuable exchange reduce. I mean, you also have experienced maybe traveling, book this 4, 5 people, small 5, 6, very compact group. How many lines of communication has a group of 20? 380. So 20 people, not much really. 20 into 20 minus 20, 380 lines. How many of us are here? 40? 40? So how much is that? So, right in this room, you may not noticed, but right in this room there are 560. What? 1560. Right here, right in this room. Right in this room, 1,560 lines of communication. You know what it means? It means that this is a group mainly for not mainly, but a lot for like one-way communication. I talk, you listen. But then, of course, and that's why we make small groups. You follow? It's not just some, some cliche that we want to make small groups. It's because people to communicate, to exchange, they need to be small groups. So here, if every single person has to communicate with every single other person, you will see 1,560 lines of communication. I have 40 lines, you have 40 lines, you have 40 lines, and so on. And then we come up with this much. So what can we learn from this? Yes?
More line of communication, more will the chance of communication gap, misunderstanding.
Yes. Yes. More chance of no communication, more chance of, yes?
Chinese whisper.
Chinese whisper.
You say something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah, if you, yeah. Yes. Yes. Chinese whisper phenomenon. Yes?
The group doesn't build strongly because of communication.
Yeah, because you don't know really everybody, really. I mean, you may know his face, but anything else? Yes?
Smaller the group, better communication.
Huh?
Smaller the group, better the communication.
Smaller the group, better communication. Are you catching when they speak? No, you don't want to do. Yes?
Smaller the group, better the communication, better the bondage and friendship.
If they don't fight all the time, yes. But potentially, yes, they could have more intimate exchanges. Yes.
Not all contribution can be valid and
Yeah, not everybody can make a contribution. I mean, really, no? I mean, it's hard to engage a larger group, you know? How you engage? You need a lot of, the same thing, organization, no? Yes.
Use cordless.
Yes.
Cordless.
Huh?
You cannot hear. Cordless.
Who is the cordless? Yes, sorry.
not everybody would contribute.
Not everybody can contribute to the dialogue.
Yeah.
Huh?
And
Yes, yes. And what else? Now you can all contribute to the dialogue.
More the number of people, more are the varieties of people also. So there is a greater chance for misinterpretation. The same thing said is interpreted by different varieties of people in different ways. So you have to spend more number of time, sorting out things.
Yeah, make sure everybody is on the same page. Yeah. Yes? Get the mic. We need a runner. Somebody who, when we start this type of thing, take the mic and runs.
Things or process will be very slow because of decisions and all those things. Smaller the group, quick decisions, things will move fast.
In fact, the army is not like an entertainment group. They have to fight, they have to, they risk their life together. So they have to perform, otherwise they die. Yes?
Because of lack of regular communication, most of the people will feel spaced out.
Space out, will feel space. Yeah, there is a risk of isolation. People can hide. You follow? People can really hide. People feel alienated or feel high. In other words, one can be very alone in a crowd. Because there may not be a specific system that everyone will be cared for or accounted for. But in 5 people, if somebody is missing, it's 20% misses. So it's obvious. Okay,